everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, a very good defense will be on the field. The Dolphins are top 10 in fewest points allowed, and they'll be up against that Jets offense that wants to hang a big number on them.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in one of America's finest cities, Miami, Florida. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. On the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Gonna throw right side here, complete. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. A handoff as they run the counter play. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Sliding out of the pocket, and he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
They'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
On third down, the defense decided to blitz. A very good job of recognizing it, stepping away from the pressure, and finding open space to scramble and pick up a first down.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Second down following the run. Time running out here on the play clock. Now they'll run it on the toss. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Now a handoff here to his running back, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. The play clock's running down. Now back to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. And that one results in 35 yards.
And let's face it, what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
To throw on 3rd and goal. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to make it 4th down. And Lambeau will put this one through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. And we were scoreless up until this point in the 2nd quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
So now here come the Dolphins. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jets. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Let's go!
Back to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. They'll look to throw here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks right around the 31. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now they try the right side here. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
So when you call a corner blitz, what a lot of teams call a cat blitz, you're expected to come after the quarterback. But in this case, he ran into the ball carrier. Really nice technique, because what you do is you come deep as the deepest offensive player, so he can't get outside of you.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it third down. The Dolphins on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A good pickup there at 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pickup there at 22. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. They run the counter now on first down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run, making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle, no running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here.
Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Oftentimes you say some guys have a knack for creating turnovers. He forced a fumble last week, forces another one.
And one of my good coaching buddies, Frank Delano, always told me, hey, Davis, creating turnovers is not as much about skill as it is about desire.
Oh, I thought it was going to be will, because will rhyme with skill.
Come on, man.
But desire. We'll go with desire.
What are you, the rhyme master now?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he coughed it up. And it's scooped up by the Jets. There he goes, right side. He's at the 30, 10, and it's a touchdown for the Jets. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yards.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
And he's able to put it through. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Flush to his right, and he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw now on first down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get, because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
They go play action here on first down. They'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there just before halftime. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. 66 yards. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Lambeau will put this one through. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with a door. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They don't give it here to his running back. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Back to throw here. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. And to give this time to the tailback. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push him back more. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And some room to roam now. And avoids the contact by sliding. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a handoff here to his He's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Let's go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe you change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The Jets on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Going right, and that's complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And the seemingly endless drive continues. And to give this time to the tailback. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he is knocked down from the side. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And now it's second and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets have taken the lead. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play.
Shift together here from the D-line.
All right, here we go.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to air one out. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's going to frustrate the coaching staff a little bit as they dialed up the deep shot. But they weren't on the same page on that play. Heck, I don't think they were in the same book. I think he thought he was going to do something else. Ends up throwing it over the sidelines. Well incomplete.
The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. They'll look to throw here. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. New York set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bifema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he lost the football. And the Dolphins have got it.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they bring what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. The bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. And they give this time to the tailback. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
They hold him again, and now all of a sudden, it's 3rd and goal at the 1. Well, they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. They come out here in the I. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, as a defensive player, my mindset is we've got them now, and that's why they dialed up the blitz and got after them.
But occasionally, you want to pass it on 3rd and 1. I mean, not a lot for sure, but sometimes just to keep the defense guessing.
Oh, no doubt. You want to break tendencies as you go along with the game because you don't want them to just say, oh, 3rd and 1, we know exactly what they're going to do. But in this situation, as an offensive lineman, as a running back, I want to know why I didn't get the football.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet 1st down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. 2nd down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 9 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
The Jets on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 4. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
They're on to the 4th quarter now, by the way, at Bank of America Stadium in Carolina. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. And not great starting field position here for the offense.
Detroit! No, check. Patriot!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And now the offense operates in the red zone.
Let's go!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it flop. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be down deep into Jet territory. That goes for a gain of 31. He'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. That's caught at the 3. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. And now the Jets are going to get this one, and that might be all she wrote. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take a knee. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Jets, it's a 4th win of the campaign as they get to 4-10 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. And with that, we sign off from Miami.
you